everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ali. I hope you're all doing well and are staying safe. Today I have some TrollBeads designs that I want to share with all of you, and the very first design I have on here is one of the latest ones that I've designed, and this is the new bangle that they came out with recently. This is called the Dreamspark bangle, and so this has some labradorites on the ends of the bangle. And I did a video, I think it was the video before this one, the TrollBeads video I did before this one, that I share this bangle in more detail, and I'll put it in the description box below. But the labs here, you can see some greenish flash on this side, and on this side it's kind of hard to capture the flash and the color on these because they're so small, but you know, with the naked eye and especially in the sun, they are so beautiful. So that's the Dreamspark bangle, and it also comes with this unique glass bead, and this one is so beautiful. It has these beautiful greens and pinks at the core with the glitter on top. I also see some brown and some olive colors in here. So I absolutely love this one. So I wanted to design with this glass bead and the bangles. So the beads that I came up with to pair with this particular one, on the edges, on the ends of the design, I have these Sense of Shimmer beads, and these were the Black Friday bead, I think for 2019. And these have so much glitter at the core, and then the glass is kind of green, if you can see that. I know it's hard to see that, but the glass on top is slightly green, and then you have all that glitter, which I think really goes well with the glitter on the Dreamspark glass bead. And then to bring the pink out in this bead, I have this cradle bead here. This is called the Cradle of Heart, and so on one side it has a strawberry quartz on it, and on the other side there is a rose quartz. And then you have some silver detailing on the other two ends. And then to bring the green out, I put this gemstone here. This is the Pre-Night with the tremulated quartz. And it's such a beautiful green color with those black tremulated quartz flecks in there. And then, so yeah, that is my bangle, that very first design I did with the Dreamspark bangle. And I'm really enjoying this one. This next one, this is on the heart bangle, and this one is just very simple. It has two glass beads. This first one here, this is a unique, and this other one is the Love and Care bead. They're both this deep pink color, and in the center I have this Indian crest silver bead. This is such a statement piece, this bead. It's really pretty. It has these two big flowers with some buds on top. And then on this side, I have the Leaves of Grace silver. And this silver, this was part of a starter set. I think it is part of the Woodland starter set that came out a few years ago. So it has these maple leaves here and over here. And so I think this looks really pretty. I actually layered this with some other bangles that I had. And even with this one, it looks really nice. I know the pink is different, but I just love the different shades of pink and green that this set, you know, kind of gives you. So yeah, I did stack these two together, and I do think they look really pretty. And then this next one, this is a foxtail design, and this one you can see is very green. So the inspiration behind this is this unique that I was able to get a couple of months ago, and this one is very pretty. It is one of those iris uniques, and it is an opaque unique. And I'll show that to you, but let's start from this side. So the very first bead I have on here is this silver bead, and this is called Lakeshore. This came out with the spring collection this year, and I love the different sized flowers on here. They just cluster together with a few leaves in between. I think it looks really pretty. This is another one from the spring collection, and this one is called, this is one of the water stones. This is the moss water stone. So it has these different greens in here, more of an olive green to a lighter green. And then this is what inspired this design. This is my iris unique. Here is a closer look at it. As I said, this is an opaque unique. It has this beautiful green base, and then on top you have these glitter vines on it, and then you have these 3-petal flowers which are blue and black. I love this unique. It's so pretty. I love all these iris uniques. There's so many different beautiful colors out there. Very, very nice. And then in the center, this silver bead here, this is called Framed by Ivy. This was a people's bead a few years ago, and I love these wraparound beads. They look so beautiful. And inside I have this beryl bead. This was one of the winners for the People's Uniques last year. And so this has a black base, and then you have these beautiful flowers in green and purple with a glitter line in the center. Then this one, also a recent release. I'm forgetting exactly when this released, but it was just a few releases ago. It isn't very old. And this one again has that beautiful green core, and then on top you have these branches with leaves on it that are darker green and some brown outlined in a darker brown. And this one is called Beauty Bloom, I think. And I did not tell you what this unique is called. This one is called Art Nouveau. And so yeah, I have Art Nouveau, Framed by Ivy, and then Beauty Bloom. And then this is a gemstone. This is the serpentine gemstone, again in that beautiful green color. And then this one is from a couple of years ago. This one is called Power Flower. So on one side you have some leaves, on the other you have some flowers. And then the clasp I'm using is the Balanced Lily clasp. And so I love how all these beads have that same shade of green almost, and how well all of these work together. So that is the Foxtail bracelet design. This next one is on the Twisted Silver bangle, and this one is such a neutral design, and I've had this together for quite a while actually. I've just never shared it with you, and it works so well with so many of my outfits and so many of my other designs. I just haven't taken this apart yet. So on this side I have this crown of leaves spacer on here. So I took the plain spacer off on one end and just used this crown of leaves spacer. I think this is such a beautiful spacer bead, and I really want to get another one, but there's so much on my wish list that sometimes it's really hard to do doubles. And so yeah, for now I only have one. Hopefully I'll get another one. This is a gemstone bead, and this is the Feldspar Quartz Rock bead. It has this creamy color with these brownish inclusions in there that are kind of transparent looking. This is a beryl bead that I was able to get at the trunk show earlier this year. Again, has a creamy base with these diamonds, and then in each diamond you have a flower. The ones in the center are maroon and yellow, and then on the sides you have blue and black. Then this little silver here, this was part of a starter set that I got at an event a couple of years ago. I don't know the name of the silver or the starter set because it was one of those that they did in collaboration with Fun Italy, and it was an Italian exclusive, but they got some in for an event here in the US. So I was able to get it, but it's a beautiful one with some tulips on here. This one is a faceted glass bead, and this one is called Drops of Kindness, and it has that creamy base again with these brown circles that have brown and blue and white in there. This silver bead, I love this silver. This is called Lover's Faith. So it's a poppy flower, and then at the back the stem makes that loop for the bangle or bracelet with a little bud on there as well. And this one is a unique I got a couple of years ago. It is opaque. It has that khaki base with these circles that are white and with some slight hints of pink in there. So that is my bangle design. Another bangle design is this one. This is on the star bangle, and this one has this night owl bead on here. I love this one. It's I wear it a lot on the fantasy necklace because it's intended to be worn that way, but I actually really love it on a bangle too. I don't wear it too much on a bracelet just because I feel that the owl, the top and the bottom move too much, but on a bangle, it kind of stays in place because of the spacers and you know how tight a bangle design is. So I really like wearing it on a bangle. This was one of the people's bead a few years ago, actually before I started collecting. This was already retired. I got really lucky and found it at a small shop that sells troll beads. And so yeah, I love that night owl bead. And in between the two pieces of the night owl bead, I have this faceted unique. I got this last year at a grand event, and this one has these stripes of blue and white and red with some glitter, and you also see some green in here. You see there's some green in there. So if not for the green, this would be a really patriotic glass bead. But yeah, even with the green, I think I can easily use it on designs for, you know, patriotic holidays that I do. And then on each side of the night owl bead, I have these two blue uniques. So this one has a blue base and then clear glass, and then on top of the glass you have these 3-petal glitter flowers, and at the bottom you have a curry unique. This was my very first curry unique. This is opaque. It has this beautiful deep blue base with some white and light blue and some glitter. It's really pretty, and as I said, I love wearing the night owl bead on a bangle. So that's that one, and then I have one last design to share with all of you, and it is this one. Now this one is a double design, so I'm using a foxtail bracelet and the leather bracelet, and I've connected them together for this design. So the clasp I have on here is I think it's the Time to Fly starter set clasp, and it has these leaves on here with some buds as well. And then let's see. Let me just show you. I don't know how to start this. So the way I have connected these two is using this bead, and this is the blooming Katniss pendant is what this is called. And it has these 3-petal flowers in the front, and in the back you have these two loops. So the first loop here I have through the leather, and then the second loop I have through the foxtail bracelet. And so that is how I'm using this bead to connect the two. And then on the leather, let me see. On the leather, I have this yellow prism on here first, and then this is a unique. I love this unique. It is yellow with some clear glass, and then on top of the glass you have these branches with these darker, almost mustardy yellow blossoms on it. And then on the other side of the blooming Katniss pendant on the leather, I have this gemstone. This is the jumbo round cat's eye. Again, it has these beautiful yellows in here, which I think really complement all the other glass beads I have on here. Then on the foxtail bracelet, I have the dancing butterfly silver bead on one side of the blooming Katniss pendant, and on the other side I have two uniques, both again in those yellow mustard colors. This one, I think these are called the bow tie uniques, but for me these are just some critters, maybe some butterflies or some dragonflies or fireflies, I don't know, some kind of critter kind of flying around in a garden. And then I have the silver dragonfly bead, and then I have this curry unique, again opaque. It has that beautiful yellow mustard base with some brown and some white and some yellow waves on it, and then the flowers are very light blue. And then this one here, this is the sunbeam spacer. So that is my double bracelet design using a silver foxtail bracelet and the black leather bracelet that they do. And I absolutely love the blooming Katniss pendant because it's just so different to design with, and you can definitely wear it on its own just using one of the loops at the back and not do two. and I have worn it like that before, but I just love how, you know, it's so different when you use both and then connect to. And I've seen people connect bangles. I've done that once, but I usually either do two foxtails, or in this case a foxtail and a leather. So yeah, those are all my designs that I wanted to share with all of you today. Let me know which one was your favorite design. I would love to know. If you liked this video, do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I would love it if you would consider subscribing, and I'll see you in my next one. Stay safe, guys. Bye.